So yeah, we're going to be talking about how to access hundreds of thousands of dollars of capital. We've actually funded over $500 million in traders so far. So things going really well. We ready to start?
We're good to go. Let's go for it. $500 million. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been going fantastic. Again, my name is Daryl Martin with Apex Trader Funding. And let's see here. Of course, we have our disclosures. There's risk involved in investing. However, our goal here is to help you reduce that risk to where you're not risking your trading capital. So question, how many of you have ever subscribed to trading newsletters before? I'm very interactive. So you gotta, all right, got at least one of you. All right, what about like daily trading plans or auto trading systems? Signals, where you're entrusting someone else with your trading decisions before? Anybody ever done that before? A lot of times they show you historical stats and you don't really know a way to know if they're legit because they could have just made them up. Is that correct? Have y'all found that out to be true? So what if you could watch them trade in a demo account and see for yourself and have them prove it to you that they could trade? Would that be beneficial to actually see them live? Would you feel more comfortable giving them their money or following their trades after real-time proof seeing consistent, profitable trades without major swings in the P&L? Is that something that you'd be comfortable with? So would you even do a profit split with them if you could follow them on your own separately? If you could see that they were that good? Like, would you give them 10% if they rocked it? Well, the same goes for us as a trader funding company. We're looking for traders who can trade well. We're looking to watch them in real time in an evaluation sim account. And if they can trade well, then we do a profit split. We actually put up all the risk. We give you 90% of the profits and we keep 10%. Y'all like that? But y'all don't have to put up any of the risk capital. That sound like a beneficial thing? So trader funding. We do have a discount offer. So hold on tight for that, but I'll bring that up. This is for futures trading only. Okay, so it's not for futures options. It's not for equities or Forex. So you can trade Forex futures. Okay. You can prove that you can trade consistently and profitably. I'll show you what you got to do to prove it. It's actually really simple without massive losses and drawdowns, and we fund you. Why would we fund you? Well, again, consistent traders bring in consistent profit splits. We have traders that we paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars individually to. It diversifies our market trading, diversifies our trading systems. We get duplication. We get to spread out our risk. We do accept traders outside the US. We have traders in, I want to say 135 countries. And we have the right to scale copy trades. Okay, so for example, you're going in, you're doing one ES. We see that you're doing really well. We can not only do we pay you 90% of the profits on that, but we may do 2 ES on a side account where we can make more money. So does it make sense why we would do that and how we can make money actually funding traders and doing profit splits with them? And like just why we would do it, period. So challenges and needs that I've seen that traders have. Having enough funds to trade is a big one. A lot of times traders don't have the funds they need, especially, has anybody noticed like the margins going up lately? And so you can't trade as many contracts. So with us, you don't have to worry about that. We have access to just about unlimited capital. So we don't have to worry about margins. Enough funds to trade the size you want. Maybe you can trade, but you can only trade one. You can't trade 2 or 5 or 10 contracts. You're nervous. Anybody out there nervous about risking your own savings? Anybody nervous about that? Okay. Yeah, a lot of traders are. Nervous about blowing your account. Maybe you've already blown your account. and you're worried about blowing it again and being able to fund it again. So most of us have been there at least once. Like I said, margin changes. So margins going up, impacting your account. Most top traders, institutional traders, hedge funds, they don't trade their own money. They trade somebody else's money. Everybody agree with that? Yeah, if you manage your risk and exposure, you should, not only should you be fine, but we can help you, maximize that leverage. So it creates a whole new mental outlook. It takes away, I found it takes away a lot of the fear and the bad decisions when you're not worried about losing your savings account. You get the benefit of demo where you can't blow your own money, but you have the other benefit of live where you can actually get paid. Does anybody think that might help you mentally if you're not trading in fear to trade better? Maybe you've seen that happen before where you traded well in demo, but you go to live and then you just mess everything up. So you may have tried other funding companies out there. Anybody tried other funding companies? They have all these super tight rules. They knock you out. Anybody ever tried those before? You don't have to be a professional trader. Okay, so a lot of y'all have tried these other funding companies. So I'm going to show you how we're way different than those other funding companies. Basically, with a lot of those companies, you have no chance of ever passing due to rules and all the fine print. Can't trade 2 minutes before this, can't trade 2 minutes after that, can't trade on holidays, can't hold a trade this long, can't hold a trade longer than this. I mean, there's all these additional rules. You can trade gold. So, there's a lot of examples out there. I'm not going to go into all of them, but with us, what are our rules? Okay. Hit your profit goal. Like on a $50,000 account, you can choose whatever account size you want, would be $3,000. Okay. Don't hit your max drawdown loss. Okay. So don't hit your drawdown loss. Don't hold past 459. Now you can open right back up at 6 o'clock, but don't hold past 459. Don't give out your password and let someone else trade your account. And trade for at least 10 days. That's it. Like there's no fine print. There's no complicated rules to make it hard to pass. Trade whatever system you want. Trade automated. Trade, manually. Trade however you want to. But that is literally it. So we keep it really simple. You can hold overnight. You just got to reopen at 6. You basically got to close it before 4:59 and then reopen it at 6. So you can trade from 6 p.m. to 4:59 p.m. So we are great on withdrawals. We do withdrawals every single month. We pay out quite a bit. So either you can hit your max drawdown and not hit your max loss, or you can't. Like those are the restrictions. This is literally it. These are the restrictions. These are the rules. This is literally as simple as it gets. Your profit goal will depend upon the size of your account. So if you choose like a $50,000 account, it'd be like $3,000. So, and I'll show you where to find all that. So again, the process you can qualify in as little as 10 days.
Sorry, bud.
Some companies want you to go through a 6-month process, this education, all this stuff. So we offer a 1-step evaluation, and you don't have to do multiple evaluations and start over again on another evaluation. Some companies out there actually require you to do more than one evaluation. So we don't require any of that. Fees versus funding. Some are out there just to get their fees from you. We're looking to fund profitable traders and consistent traders so we can do a split and copy them in our own accounts. Yeah, I will explain max drawdown loss. We're looking for long-term relationships to fund really good traders versus just short-term, versus just like a month. So we have traders that we've been trading with for a long time. You can choose any size evaluation you want, ranging from $25,000 to $300,000. Okay, and you can get multiple accounts. You immediately get your username and password, so you can log in. You activate your login, and again, you don't put up any funds that you purchase the evaluation account with. When you're funded, it's an $85 fee. And that covers wire transfers, data, customer service, platforms, all that. So, nope, you have to trade your own trades. So all data, fees, platforms, you can use it on over 20 platforms. We actually give you a free license key for NinjaTrader, but there's 20 platforms you can use it on. So Ninja is our preferred platform. Here are the platforms you can use it on. You can use it on Ninja. You can use it on Addis. We recently just added another platform. You can use Jigsaw, Bookmap, Linsoft, Motiveware, Optimus, Multichart, Quant Tower, AgentTrader, Overcharts, Trade Navigator, Volfix, Tiger TradeSoft, T-Lab, Quick Screen Trading, QLab, Blue Water Trading Solutions, Sierra Charts, and MedVed Traders. And we also added Wealth Charts. We don't use MT5. MT is mainly used primarily for Forex. I know you can do futures on it, but we don't use MT5. So you calculate the size of futures contracts. You just do 1 or 2 or whatever. As far as Tradabate, we were working on that. Ninja just acquired Tradabate. So once they get everything set up and running, then we'll be doing Tradabate with them. Definitely not in just the ones I listed. No other ones besides the ones I listed. So once you've signed up, you begin trading. You have a minimum of 10 days that must be traded. You don't need interactive brokers because we are the broker. We provide the funds for you. They don't need to be sequential on the 10 days. Okay. So, I mean, you can take 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, whatever. You can trade daily. You can trade every other day. You can take as many days as you want to qualify. Once you hit your profit target without hitting your max live drawdown and you met your 10 days, you get funded. That's it. That is all there is to it. You can trade 23 hours a day from 6 p.m. to 4:59. Only the platforms I listed. So from 6 p.m. to 4:59, you can trade. And some traders, they have indicators on other platforms that may not be available with Rhythmic because it has to tie into Rhythmic data. And so they use that platform to do their charting, and then they trade on, like, say, Ninja for free. So you can still use whatever platform you like for your charting, and you can just use one of the ones that we use. And that Rhythmic is the one who provides the data, and they provide the risk management software. That's why we use Rhythmic. Again, you got to close all your positions before 4:59. Again, not MT4. That's made for Forex. We have no daily drawdown limits or scaling size requirements. So they're like a lot of companies, they have like a $500 drawdown. If you hit that, even if you have a $3,000 loss that you can hit, if you hit $500 down in a day, you're out. You fell, funded or not. Okay. And this is Eastern time. So again, this is a futures only program, like I said at the beginning. Now, also, we have no scaling size requirements. Okay. And I'll show you the exact instruments you can trade. And again, you can swing trade as long as you close by 4:59 and you reopen at 6. So scaling size requirements, some companies, what they do is they have these requirements where they say, well, you can trade 20 contracts, but right now you can only trade 2. And if you trade 3, we're going to fail you. If you accidentally hit that button twice, you fell. We don't do that. We just reject the order. So, yep, you can do micros and minis. So, again, that is it. There is no other rules. And I'll show you the exact instruments you can trade here in a minute. Now, what if you fail the evaluation? You can optionally pay a fee of $80 to reset. And that puts your balance and drawdown right back to the start. So if you fail, instead of like having to put $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 back into account, you put $80 in and you start over. So what are the payouts? Well, once funded, we pay you the first $10,000 at 100%. And then we pay you 90% of the profit goes to you after that. Okay, so 90% goes to you after that. I'm going to give you the link real quick. It's tickstrike.com/funded. I still have more information I'm going to go over with you, but just so you have that. Again, it's tickstrike.com/funded. And if you use the coupon code TickStrike, it gives you 50% off any of the evaluations for new and recurring billing. Okay. So how does the max trailing drawdown work? That question came up. So it feels a little complicated, but really it's just a high watermark. Okay, so if you start with a $50,000 account, you can have a $2,500 max loss. Your goal is $3,000. Okay. So you'll start with your max loss threshold at 47,500. You cannot go below 47,500 or you fail the thing and you have to reset. Now let's say you make 500 bucks. Your balance is now 50,500. And your threshold is 2,500 behind 50,500, making it 48,000. Okay. Now, let's say you go in and you lose 100 bucks. Your balance is now at 50,400, but your threshold level stays the same. It only moves up. It's at 48,000 because it's 2,500 bucks behind your highest profit of 50,500. Now, let's say you're in a live trade and it goes up $600. So it takes you from 50,400 to 51,000, but you close it with a $500 profit, closing with a balance of 50,900. Your threshold would be 2,500 behind 51,000, your highest open profit. Okay. So that would put it at 48,500. Now, one of the really cool things is once you're in a funded account, your trailing drawdown stops. So once you get to 52,600, 2,500 behind that is 50,100. It stops at 50,100. It does not keep trailing. Okay. So it stops trailing in a funded account. So how are we different? We pay out 100% of the first 10,000. Most pay less. We have 90% after the first 10,000. We don't know anyone else who pays out 90%. Some are 70%. Some are 80%. We're simple one step, 10 days to pass. Some require multiple steps or more days. Again, only 10 days. Trade as many accounts as you want. Most companies limit you to 1 or 2. We have people trading 20 and 30 accounts. We don't have any scaling rules. So you can trade up to the full amount of contracts, if it's wise to do so. And you don't fail for going over. There's no daily drawdown you have to worry about. Most companies have an end-of-day drawdown, but they also have daily drawdowns and scaling, and they lure you in with fast payouts, but they also make it easier to fail. So you're trading with our money, so we don't have to be licensed because it's our money. The name of the company, again, if you go to tickstrike.com/funded, then you can go directly to the website. Our website is Apex Trader Funding. So again, there's no minimum trading requirements. You don't have to trade once per week. There's no minimum profit requirements. You don't have to make a certain amount each week. So how do we defer? We have more contracts per plan than anybody else. We have a lower cost than pretty much anybody that I know of as far as all the funding companies, especially with the 50% off. We give you a free Ninja Trader key. Some companies you have to buy your own. We include trading education for 30 days, and we have other trading education companies for those who have not used it before. You can trade on holidays. You can trade during the news. You get real-time non-professional data. Some require you to pay for data. You can trade on 20+ platforms, even though Ninja is our preferred platform. You're allowed to scalp. Some companies require entries and exits have to be like 10 seconds or 30 seconds apart. We don't have that kind of requirement. We have no lifetime cap on how much you can withdraw. Some companies have a max lifetime withdrawal amount. Now, what can you trade? You can trade basically you can trade what's on the CME. And scalping is allowed, yes. The E-mini, the ES, NKD, NQ, YM, EMD, RTY, ZT, ZF, ZN, ZB, UB, the Ultra bonds. Somebody asked about those. Crude oil, natural gas, E-mini natural gas, heating oil, New York Harbor oil. You can trade the ags like the hogs, cattle, corn, wheat, soybean meal, soybean oil. Can only trade on CME. You can trade the metal futures. I think we actually added T in, but you can see the latest list on our website. If you have a trade open at 459, you fail the evaluation, so you have to close by 459. You can trade the metal futures: gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, mini silver, mini gold, and all the micros like micro gold, Aussie, Euro, USD, crude oil, NASDAQ, Russell, Dow, S&P. So there are no restrictions after being funded. We have the exact same rules. So you have the same trailing drawdown, but it stops at the $100 plus your starting balance. Don't trade past 459. That's it. You can trade multiple accounts. So you can have multiple paid performance accounts. Why would you want multiple accounts? Well, you can spread out your risk between multiple accounts. It's minimally easier in a trade to spread out losses. It's easier to take $100 loss in 10 accounts than it is $1,000 loss in one account. You can duplicate your profits. You get more contracts to trade. You can trade larger amount of contracts without the higher risk of the trailing threshold being hit. So yes, you pay for an evaluation to prove that you can trade profitably, and then we fund you, and then you get the ability to trade the account and make the first 10,000 and then 90% after that. This is only for futures. So special offer again is Tick Strike. You get 50% off the first month, 50% off all recurring months for evaluations. It's good for up to 10 accounts per member. Actually, it's up to 20 accounts. We up that number. It is good till March 30th. And let's go through the site real quick. I want to show you just a review of the website. So here's the website. There's an FAQ with tons of FAQs on it. The reset fee is $80. It's not discounted with the coupon code. There's two videos that really explain it in detail. This one's a little intro video, and this one is a detailed video. A lot of this is stuff I already went over with you. So we talk about the trailing threshold, one simple step, trade during the news, max position size. You got 25K. The 25K account is $147 a month. At half off, it's $75. So $167 for 50K. Half off of that, again, about $85. $187 for a 75K account. So again, half off of that, 100K, you know, you go all the way down up to a $300,000 account. So you can use the air charts, but you got to use the Rhythmic data feed for charting. And Rhythmic is doing the order routing and execution. You'd have to talk to Amar about discounts on Tick Strike. And let's see here. That's pretty much it. I mean, we list all the instruments here for you at the bottom. All you got to do is go to apextraderfunding.com, click on Start Now, choose your plan. You don't have to even worry about leverage. It just tells you can trade 4 minis or 20 micros, 10 minis or 20 micros, 12 minis or 24 micros. So, yep, you can use a free NT license if you use paid Jigsaw. That's not a problem. Nope, I guess we don't have it on there. We do have treasuries, but we don't have that one. We have ZT, ZF, ZN, ZB, and UB. Right now, we don't have a payment by crypto. It's just a payment by card.
Guys, can you hear me?
We do not trade the VIX.
Daryl, can you hear me?
That is not a listed contract. If you go to tickstrike.com/funded, you can actually scroll down and see all of the instruments that you can trade.
Hey, Jamie. So just a quick thing I want to mention. Some of you guys might have been on the mailing list for Financial Juice for a while. And I'm sure pretty much everyone can attest to the fact that we do not promote anything other than our own products. And I get approached by trader funding companies regularly. There's quite a few that have approached us and said, hey, can you do something XYZ with us? And I spent some time looking into it. And to be honest with you, I thought it looked quite scammy. And then Daryl, I've known for a while, and we went into detail, had some real conversations about this. And it was just the restrictions, because with a lot of the other providers, there's so many restrictions that almost mean that it's virtually impossible for you to trade. Daryl was like the first provider that I came across where the restrictions are so tiny that it is the first time that I actually saw a provider where I thought this seems legit, this works, this is in the best interest of the trader. And it's, the way that it's set up is, they want you to do well so that they're able to replicate your trades at a larger size. It just completely makes sense to me. And that's why, this is the first time we've actually promoted a third party product, because it makes a lot of sense. So I appreciate you sharing this with us, Taro.
Yeah. And then payments are made out one time a month. Between full and static, the smaller static account doesn't trail. So it stays, but it has a much lower risk amount, 625, but it doesn't trail up. Amar, will you be providing a link for the recording?
Yes. I'll provide a link for the recording post the event.
So the best place to go to really understand the trailing is on the FAQ. If you click on FAQ, there's a how does the trailing threshold work? And we actually have a whole video that explains it. Once refunded, what fees we have to pay you? It's a flat $85. That includes data, platform, wire fee, everything. Commissions are low. We actually list them. If you type in commissions, we show you the commissions. For ES round turn, I can show you that. Just type in what are the commissions. There they are. Scroll down. ES is $3.98 a round turn. Yes, the initial fee is for the evaluation period. Then it's just $85 a month. Yeah, you can trade with the corporate account. You just put your company name in as first name and your last name as last name. I know we've had half a billion dollars in funded traders, so I'd say quite a bit. Don't know what KYC is. There's no ETA on trade of 8. You can trade Forex futures. So you can trade euro dollar like 6E, 6B. So those are listed down here. So you can trade Forex, you just trade Forex futures. The commissions for eval and live are the same. That is correct. Let's see, why pay for an evaluation? I kept 300,000 versus 25,000 because you want more buying power. So you can trade larger size. If you pass a $50,000 account, there's no requirement that you trade it. So yeah, you can hold it in reserve if you wanted to. We are not affiliated with the closing agent Apex. The fees are all in, yes. Yeah, corporate account, it's the same. Your SSN is only shared once you have a payout. Then we have you do a W-9, I think. You can't change to a higher account, but you can do an evaluation on a higher account because you can do multiple accounts. The way you'd obtain multiple accounts is you just sign up and then you sign in and you can add in more accounts. Yeah, you would sign up for another evaluation for a higher account. We're based in Austin, Texas. We use Rhythmic Trader Pro primarily. I mean, you can use it if you want to, but most of people just use it because it tracks your trailing drawdown. Yeah, the tick strike deal is for accounts created by March 30th. You have to be in a corporate account in your evaluation before you pass. You can't change it after you pass. You withdraw money once a month. Yep, and you can go to it yourself. Just click on apextraderfunding.com. And you can see the table yourself. So that way you can review which plans work best for you. And you just click start now and you're set up. Traders are issued a 1099. That's correct. Payouts are made once a month, and they are made via ACH if you're in the US, or wire transfer, or PayPal if you're outside the US. If the valuation fee is $85, if you hit the drawdown, you got to start over in a new evaluation. So I am near Azle. I have a ranch north of Fort Worth. Our corporate office is in Austin. The static 100K account down here, that one will allow you to trade 2 minis or 20 micros with a $2,000 profit goal of 625 threshold. It's actually non-trailing. I need to get that typo fixed. So we just put up a new website. We updated our website. So get a screenshot of that so I can send that over. There is no estimated date on the Trade of 8 platform. It's just whenever Ninja gets it done. If you pass a $25,000 account, then you're funded for a $25,000 account. If you want a larger account, then you take an evaluation for a larger account. You can log into both. If you want to log into RTrader with, if you don't want the live data, you just want the trailing drawdown, then you just uncheck data. If you want both, then you can subscribe to a second login for like 20 bucks. Yep, we have a lot of traders that are in Canada. That's no problem. If you make 10,000, then you can withdraw up to $10,000. There's not a $10,000 account. The lowest account is a $25,000 account. The trailing threshold adjusts the account balance in a funded account, yes, but it stops at $100 plus the starting balance. Yep, you can sign up with an LLC. So, well, Apex Investing has been in business for over 15 years, and we started up Apex Trader Funding last year. And since then, we've already funded $500 million in traders and paid out over $1 million to traders. Apex owns it. We don't do Forex, so you don't have to worry about swap. We just do Forex futures. The methods of payment are credit card. If you're in the EU or in Asia, both are allowed. Yes, no problem. We don't track the exact percentage, but we've had tens of thousands of accounts pass, and we've funded over $500 million. You can sign up if you're in Singapore, Southeast Asia, Malaysia, no problem. Africa, not a problem. The only issue with Africa is you have to have a bank account we can wire to, or a PayPal account. I talked about what separates us from other prop firms is, well, one, you don't have to get licensed, but compared to other companies, we allow multiple accounts. We have a lot less rules and restrictions. All we do is say, hey, hit your profit goal without hitting your trailing threshold, and do it within 10 days or less. Hedging, well, I mean, if you're doing like 10 micros, the opposite direction of a mini. So again, you cannot trade up to a larger account. You have to take an evaluation for that larger account, but you can have multiple ones. TradeStation doesn't allow for Rhythmic, so we can't do TradeStation. What do I mean by credit card? The question was, what are the methods of payment? And that is credit card are the methods of payment. So adding Eurex is up to Rhythmic. They haven't had enough demand to add it on. I said, as far as Forex, you can trade Forex futures. You can also trade all the indices, ags, metals, energies, all that. So the only challenge you have to pass is hit the profit goal without hitting the trailing drawdown within 10 days, and that's how you pass. Yeah, the offer code again is Tick Strike. If you use the coupon code Tick Strike, then you're able to get 50% off. The 50% off applies to the first and any recurring months if you need them. The minimum subscription is a $25,000 account, which costs, with the discount code, costs $75 a month. If you want to know more about payouts, this covers a month. So, if you do it in 10 days, then you can be funded in 10 days. If it takes you 2 or 3 months, that's okay as well. The reason I like to trade multiple live accounts is because instead of trading like 10 contracts, I can trade like 2 on 5 accounts. And that allows me to have, more room for risk management, and it multiplies my profits. The evaluation period is a simulation account. Not sure what improvements you're talking about. You're probably talking to Amar about that. This is about trader funding. If you have questions about payouts, just go to the FAQ and click how do payouts work. You can change your platform anytime you want to, as long as it's one of the platforms we offer. But you can also use other platforms if you want to for your charting. Yeah, you got to pay a fee for each account. It's not just a data fee, it's an evaluation fee. Yes, the free Ninja license you can use once you're funded as well. If it took you 3 months, yes. Most people it doesn't, but if it did take you that long, then that's how much it would be. Yeah, it's $85 per account for each funded account. I think we got a lot of the questions there, Amar. Well, hop on our Facebook group and ask people if we actually pay out. And we've been around for 15 years. Like I said, the funding company's been around for over a year. We paid out over $1 million in 2022 alone. You would see a lot of, go to our, what do you call it? That review site that everybody posts their reviews on. There's a review site that you can search. If we didn't pay out, trust me, there would be a lot. Yeah, Trustpilot. Thank you. Check us out on Trustpilot. See what people say about us.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, we have a lot of these funding companies approach us, a lot of brokerages approach us. When have you ever received an email from me promoting other services? It's not happened. So this is the first time where, after conversations with Daryl, and Daryl will remember the conversation we had because I asked a million questions about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to, I only want to put good out into the world. So good quality products with financial use, with Tick Strike and everything that we do. And this was the one time where I actually thought, hey, these guys are actually trying to do this the right way rather than just making money from the evaluations that people do. It's the least restrictive and gives everyone the highest opportunity of being successful. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm supporting it today.
We appreciate that.
And also, Daryl is a legit trader. He's a great trader, and I've known him for years and seen how successful he is. So, that's another huge tick in the box.
There you go. There's somebody saying right there in the chat that they're fun to trade with Apex. I'm very happy. The static account doesn't trail the drawdown. It just stays at 625. That's it. Yeah, start today. You can be funded within 10 days. As soon as your 10th day is up, you'll get an automatic email and get set up. Because we focus on what we know, and what we know is futures trading. We do support Sierra charts. It's on our list of platforms on the FAQ. All right. Well, it looks like we got all the questions there.
I don't think the questions are ever going to stop. There's still more coming through. There's still some more coming through. But guys, thank you so much for today. This has been a great event. I need to get back to doing my research on a new product that we're working on for you guys, which I'm hopefully going to be rolling out pretty soon. Really exciting. Daryl,
Nice.
Thank you so much for your time today. It's been really great. Like I said, Daryl is one of the best guys I know in the industry. Feel free to look up. This company's been around for a very long time. Feel free to look him up. You know, you will see nothing but good things. And if you do find anything negative, hit me up, amara@financialjuice.com, and I will ask Daryl about it directly. So can't ask
There you
further
go.
than that. Thanks for your time today, everyone.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Cheers.